Today we're back in the simulator, gonna piggyback off our last practice session, focusing on club path, and I have a tool that we're gonna use, this thing right here. I had found this honestly in my apartment. I've had this thing for a while. Honestly, didn't really like it at first, but I think honestly with the swing changes that I'm making, it's gonna help me out. So we're gonna play around with this, but really focus on neutralizing that club path and not over swinging. That's where this is gonna come into play. So let's loosen up a little bit. Just have a wedge. We're gonna do that same drill we were doing where we put the alignment sticks down, just because it's important to keep reinforcing it, and it works so well out at the range. I'm curious to see if the numbers translate, you know, to the simulator. That'll be pretty interesting, but let's loosen up here, just hit some wedges. What we're looking for is something along those lines. Super straight, not a lot of curve, not a lot of side spin. That'll be our main number that we're gonna look at. Ideally we would have path, but I'm not sure if the foresight here does. I'm hoping to get on TrackMan soon just to get those numbers, but side spin, you know, is attributed to club path. So let's just hit a couple here and loosen up. But we're trying to eliminate a lot of the curve in the ball, and these couple warm-up shots I'm happy with. That's the one we want to eliminate right there. We're a little bit loose. Let's grab a 7-iron here and start just swinging it through, and we're gonna grab our 2 alignment sticks, get that drill going. Again, if you're not familiar, what we have going on here is we have our 2 alignment sticks, then we're gonna put them about, 6 inches apart, 4 to 6 inches apart. We're gonna hit some shots coming through the zone, missing the sticks. You get that instant feedback if you start flipping it around, right? So we're just gonna keep hammering this for right now. And then once I feel comfortable, we're gonna use that little training aid to work on my backswing, right? We're gonna, I have a big problem with over swinging. So what that means is I tend to just get really far back, way too far than I really need to. So we're just gonna work on getting my club to right here. What that's gonna do is keep everything nice and close together, keep this triangle, attached to what we wanna see, but that's the goal. Let's switch this over to 7-iron so we can get some numbers and take a look at the side spin. Hopefully don't hit any rods into the screen, but we're focusing on just getting this club straighter back and straighter through. Okay, not it. Let's start back with the drills that we were working on, right? That seemed to really help me out of the range. Just abbreviated swings. So we get to about here. Not quite. There it is. A lot straighter, less curve. Those are the ones that we want. In terms of distances too, that's the other big thing that I'm curious about, because I'm not swinging as hard as I used to, which I'm okay with. If that means I'm gonna hit maybe one more club into some greens, the number on the bottom of the club doesn't matter. People gotta get that out of their heads. You look at a lot of pros, they don't bring the club back super far and they get it through. They're looking for consistency, right? They don't care what club they're hitting. So that's a problem I have. I feel like everyone has a little bit of an ego there. I'm just gonna kind of get past that. There we go. Way more consistent. And I mean, I'm not full swinging quite yet, but that landed exactly how far as my other one did, about 179 that carried. That was not great. Close to a shank. But we're already seeing a lot of improvement here compared to the last time we were hitting on the simulator. In terms of our spread, that is what we're looking for. A little heavy, a lot heavy, but straight. Take a look at these red dots over there on the right-hand side. Look how close they are. This is really good. Yeah. Feels really good. They're all going about the same distance, carrying about 178, going about 185. So let's see what happens if I feel the same thing but ramp up the speed a little bit, because I'm swinging pretty easy right now. There we go. That is what would be a full swing for me. And that's about right. Carrying 185. I'm really liking where this is headed. Let's get one more here. But look at that spread, that is phenomenal. Nope. That is a lazy swing. It's close. It's a little bit out in front of it, but the spread is not too bad. That dispersion there with the 7-iron is great. I don't know if you can see that, but that is awesome, even with some mishits. But let's take a look here. Side angle average 0.7, that's awesome. Offline 5.6 to the right, okay, not bad. Side spin 307, that is good. It's very good. And overall distance, pretty good, even with some misses in there. So that is a win. Let's go ahead and get this training aid in action, see what that's gonna do for us. All right, this thing is a little bit funky, honestly. I mentioned I didn't like it to start, but we're gonna try it out. You pretty much clip this to your hand like this, just so it doesn't fall out. But essentially what it's gonna try to do is keep everything nice and close together, especially with our forearms. A lot of people get pretty far away with that. But you have these little grooves here. This isn't an ad for them or anything, but essentially you're gonna keep it right about there and not let it drop. If you're taking it back like this and you get a little far away, that thing's gonna drop and it's not good, right? So it's pretty much what I was working on, honestly, but having this now will just reinforce kind of all that. And for me, you know, wearing this training aid, I can only get it back to like here and then bring it through. And it's pretty uncomfortable to swing, but let's hit a couple punch shots here just to help over exaggerate that feel, because what training aids are really doing is to allow you, one, you know, to give you a different feel, but two, to like over exaggerate the different things that you're working on. So by having this in between my forearms, it's gonna keep that really close together. Here we go. It's my first time actually hitting a ball with this, so I'm a little bit nervous, but we're gonna go like a little punch shot here. Okay. I mean, you can't really get all the way through with this. You know, I think after the fact, after you make contact, it's okay to drop it. Let's try that out, but it's pretty wacky, honestly. I think my swing was a little messed up before because I couldn't even get it back to here. I was so used to bringing it so far back that it wasn't even possible for me to use this thing, or at least I thought so. But I learned that I'm taking it way too far back in general. So let's try it out again. Oh man. But I like how that's more so a pull and not so far left. Let's stick to the punch shots. This is, I'm not sure how much I love this, but we're trying to find out as we go. Here we go. So here, up. It's keeping it all close. It's interesting. All right, it's okay. Let's hit a couple actual ones here. Now, not using the training aid, it's gonna almost feel like your forearms are gonna be closer together than they actually are, right? So it should help. Even if you're not able to hit it great with it, it should help. Let's try it out. Contact was pretty good. A little spray out to the right. Let's grab a little longer club here, a little 5-iron. But mainly just trying to show you guys the importance of continuing to work on things. Like I said, if you're out the range making good contact, don't think that's it, because you go out the next day and it all go away. So you just got to keep hammering it. Now we have a 5-iron, so it's going to go further. It's close. Let me get these a little bit closer together. Nope. There it is. That was the money shot right there. Yeah, 210 carry. It's about abbreviating my backswing and feeling the hands go straight down the line through the zone. There it is. And that feels pretty good. Those two carried about the same distance, feeling really good, just reinforcing everything that we worked on. But it's good to see the numbers translate in the simulator. Training aid is okay. It at least allowed me to feel and stay a little bit closer and keep everything a bit more compact. So I would say that's a win. But yeah, I thought that was just a good little practice session to reinforce everything we worked on. If you enjoyed, make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.